Worst characters in cinema history. Now on this channel, we don't produce anything fake. Everything you're about to hear is 100% real, 100% factual. So let's get started. Number 1, Skyler White. This is a serious take real quick. Skyler does add something to the show, and that something is the person you love to hate, right? Which I feel like every show and movie should have to like get you invested more. If you feel emotions towards a movie or a show, the director's done his job or her job. That's what characters are supposed to be. You're supposed to be emotionally attached to them, right? Whether it's negative or positive, that's the whole point. Now, that was the good. Here's the bad. This hoe complains so much about being rich and being a millionaire. I understand your husband's putting the family in danger and all that, but you can't buy a little Gucci handbag to make the fear go away. And one of the worst parts is she's complaining about how Walter's a horrible person. Meanwhile, she's her boss getting bent over and rinsed, back blown, spine fractured, hole widened, cheeks jiggled, and always nags about, oh, we're making too much money. Buy another business. You're the smart one, right? Do something about it. And I know, oh, she complains, she nags, she tries to ruin all of Walter's fun, right? Typical woman. But no, she's worse because she's cringe. And we've all seen the happy birthday to... Yeah, we've all seen it. I still cringe. Something died in me when I first saw that. Number 2, Draco Malfoy. Now, if you've watched the Harry Potter movies, you know he eventually becomes a decent character or someone you at least somewhat like. But just like Skyler, he's the villain you love to hate. Possibly one of the biggest ops in cinema history. He basically bullies Harry nonstop, makes fun of his parents for getting game ended by the fucking guy who looks like a human sperm cell. He's always in the halls trying to catch Harry lacking, rolling deep, or shall I say rolling heavy with that thick boy he's got next to him. Always repping Slytherin like it's O-Block or some shit. Overall, his character just tries to kill Harry or get him in trouble. Biggest snitch on earth. Now, my biggest problem with him is his smirkiness and his no one can touch me attitude because I'm rich and I'm full magic blood or whatever. However, he does have some fair points. That being, he dislikes Hermione because she's not full magic blood. And I do agree with that. You know, bring back segregation. All right, number 3, Mary Jane from the OG Spider-Man. Honestly, her and Peter both are some fucking liberal cucks. Mary Jane goes fucking crazy. She starts off as the girl next door, you know, that the nerd wants. It's in every movie. It's a cliche. Maybe you have a girl next door to you, or who fucking knows. It's one of the biggest cliches ever. But just like in every movie, she's getting her fucking whole rinsed, bent over and rinsed by a high school jock. Again, just like every other movie. Blah, blah, blah. Peter somehow gets her. Then she turns into such a bitch. She's always like, me. And never supports Peter in his shit, bro. Come on. Reciprocate the energy, bitch. Then she gets with Peter's best friend. Like, wow, what a fucking friend, right? It really be your own people. But not just that. She also gets mad jellyfish when Peter finds a new girl. Like, bitch, you wish that was you. Peter finds a new girl, tries to show her off, and total upgrade, by the way. It's like going from an old used rundown pickup truck to a Tesla with like turbocharged. And I know it doesn't make sense, but you know what I'm trying to get at. And then after Peter having to deal with all that headache, all of her bullshit, he decides to save her from the big scary sand monster.
What the fuck going on in Miami, bro?
Who the fuck is that guy?
I just come to let y'all know, stop, put some respect on my name.
Then something just snapped. Something inside of me.
I didn't care anymore. I didn't care about being better than Kakarot.
11 from Stranger Things. I already know people clicked off the video because, oh, 11, she can do no wrong. All she does is complain about not getting enough attention, how her father always lies. Father lie. And how all men are trash, but then she goes back to the same dude. Yeah, daddy issues, right? But jokes aside, her character basically just puts her friends in danger by being friends with them. Then she tries to fight off the bad guys that are chasing them. Boom, uses her powers, then faints. That's an absolute L. That's an absolute L. You can't spell 11 without a couple L's, or without one L, I guess. Honestly, I just think she's a little annoying, and I think Stranger Things is a good show. But she's pretty annoying. Now, number 4 is one I feel really passionate about because they're absolute cucks, and that is the Thanos Meat Riders. We all know them as Squidward and the Idiot, or the Big Honky, whatever. Now, I know there's multiple, and there's a ton of them, but the main 2 that are introduced are some fucking dickheads. Slobbing on the purple man's cashews, non-stop, sucking his dingaling from the back. All they do is prop him up as some saint, right? When he killed his own people. Now imagine someone comes into your work, right? Says they're going to fix all the problems, says they're going to sort everything out in the store or the building, whatever. And you trust him, but then he goes and fucks every single employee's mom through the poop chute. All right, not quite like that, but you know what I'm trying to get at, right? Now I agree to a certain extent why he wants to, eliminate half the universe, but his henchmen, his little boy toys, they act like he can do no wrong when they can easily get shredded just like everyone else. Although I think they might be saved. I don't know. That might actually be why they follow him, but still, fuck them. I swear, it's like Thanos seduced their moms or something, because they keep calling him daddy. They're like, you're about to die at the hands of the children of Thanos. Like, yo, calling him daddy's crazy. I would never. You would never catch me lacking that hard. Although they're not lacking, because they openly admit, oh yeah, daddy. I'm not calling some purple balloon animal my dad. And they really don't serve a big purpose. They're only there to really talk shit and then get killed off like every other side character in history, or like one of Leo's girlfriends once they take their first steps. Sandra Bullock in The Blind Side. I forgot her name, but who fucking knows? Ah, yes, the lady who kidnapped a poor homeless kid just to be able to say the N-word. Now, don't get me wrong, saying the N-word's great. It's like trying your favorite cereal for the first time, right? You're like, amazing, can't wait to have more. This lady, sure, she did a nice thing and helped out a behemoth of a fucking kid, but damn, she's a fucking bitch, bruh. Always complaining and shit. Well, typical woman, but her even more so. She definitely wears the pants in the family, because her husband is whipped. More whipped than certain group of minorities that shall remain nameless. It's not just that, but she manipulates a kid, a homeless kid that she adopted, has him play football just to go to the college she went to make more bread. It's a whole Ponzi scheme if you think about it. Actually, I don't really know what a Ponzi scheme is, but it sounds like it. Pyramid scheme? No. She's cool. She's great. She gets to say, I feel like we can all agree she gets the pass. She gets the pass now. That's basically the video. My head is empty now. Like it, subscribe. Nah, but then I just sound like a fucking, like every other YouTube. Nah, fuck you. Fuck off. If you like the video, I will personally show up to your door and give you a hand job.